again.
This
yeah.
could be you if you keep playing. I love a little threat there. But this is it, right? Tournament life is on the line. There is no time for doubting, hoping for another go of things. You get what's in front of you. You play the game you have. The issue is for KRU. It was pinned on Pearl in my mind. Get that start, make it through Bind. Bind is a strong map for MIBR, and they are in the lead. Christine, is there hope you see for KRU? What do they need to do? Who needs to activate? Who's coming online for this? Hold on. A little bit of a walk up here. I'll come back to that because MIBR straight behind that wall. It's an execution squad. And Monch really was never going to have much to say about it. Damn.
It's all falling apart, Lauren. I mean, you asked what they need to do, but they need to be able to not get picked off one by one like that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, gets caught off. Bastarde finds a shoulder, finds a headshot, and they're just falling like dominoes.
Oh man, this feels like a capitulation. It feels like it's, well, it's feeling like it's falling apart, but Biazik and Kunir, can you recover anything? Is there a small window of chance just to feel the round starting? At this point in the post plant, it feels hard to watch, but Bastarde playing towards Shower here. Biazik over towards Try Box. God damn, they are locked in. What are you meant to do?
I mean, Bastarde is just perfect crosshair placement. It's all just down to Konir. Gets taken out as well. I look at all 5 members of MIBR standing tall. Hardly any damage done across the board to them. And, you know, I like the composition coming out here for MIBR. It's very straightforward, to the point. And they show us that they are planning to do just that. This pistol round was black and white, straightforward. Finding the opening picks, and it is a dangerous game when Bastarde on that Yoru, the double duelist, is off to a hot start.
Yeah, it scares the life out of me, because we've seen SRN popping off, we've seen some of the others, but Bastarde, when she gets going, there is fire to what she brings. Now, obviously, for KRU, the purchase is going to be weaker. Sheriff for Dodds, Shorty with Kunir, double stack in, hoping for the best here. And they may not get a real glimpse of this. Being navigated past so far, trying to slip out of there. I think, okay, Dodds, that's a shot, and gets out of there. Might even slightly play in Monch just because of that good timing from Lisa. Should be able to call this one out. Sayori outdoes Monch. That was kind of maybe a little outside chance to keep some control in this, but now in the post plant, it's pretty tough. There's Lisa. Oh no, Lisa's basically herding them forward. So SRN can stay on this. Wait it out. Feel confident, buy a little bit of time. Bastarde next up. And they're refighting. They're confident to play up on this. I don't want to say too confident because they're hitting shots like that. Bastarde, Lisa, it's all tick in the box. KRU, what are we doing now?
I didn't like that anti-eco coming out for MIBR. I'm gonna be honest, things got a little dicey there.
It did.
I'm not sure why Lisa's wasting her lurk on a low buy round, lurking through Shower solo. Definitely a lot of chances for KRU to be able to eat that one up. But fortunately for them, 3 of them surviving at the end. And Bastarde is just continuing on with the farm. I mean, the Yoru ultimate coming online on the bonus. I was a little worried because nobody was farming the orb on that anti-eco, but either way, Bastarde's gifted with the Yoru ult, and she's gonna proc it immediately, going for a fast short A play.
Oh man, and Monch is on the run, just tries to get out of there. SRN trying to backfill the space here. Bastarde's already got it. Melissa finds Monch, and KRU's starting to look a little weak at the seams here. Trying to hold from backside, but they may not get the chance to even do that. Paint shell right to the feet as SRN goes on the hunt. It's confidence. I think at this point you have to try and bring MIBR back into heal. They are playing high aggression, high confidence, and now looking for a plant.
SRN double satcheled into that U-Haul, thinking that Bastarde was closer than she was. So she gets taken out early, but thankfully Melissa's on the case.
They're just hitting shots, man. Michaela's on 5 HP. Sayori just sits on the Sheriff, doesn't need any more. Still has the molly if they feel some pressure. Oh, they feel no pressure at all. MIBR looking lively here. The pacing, the tempo, it's fast. KRU's got to bring them back to heal to start with, right? This has to be a slowing down, but they don't have the money. They don't have the finances. This is scary.
Definitely scary stuff, especially considering I mean, if they can't handle a slow default like it was on Pistol getting picked off, and they can't hold the sights when MIBR is slamming it straight forward, it's going to be a tough defense for KRU. Expecting them to kind of switch things up here, maybe go for a forward pick, and you can see that's exactly what Dodds is trying to do. Tinkering around with the teleporters, trying to misdirect and be a distraction, but for MIBR, they know it's a low buy. Just holding the perimeter and not allowing any shenanigans. This Tejo drone's not going to spot anyone. That should allow Biazik to collect the orb. And these are the kinds of moves that KRU need to do if they want to make a comeback, if they want to regain this momentum in this first half. They've got to be able to get these ults online, possibly save for that operator in Dodd's hands, get these opening picks for themselves. And there's still some trap plays that KRU can do. I mean, with this fade in the back pocket of Michaela,
I just feel like they need to get back in the game. And I know it sounds so simple to say that, but it's been a blitz in these first 3 rounds. A very stark contrast in tempo now. Maybe feeling there could be a stack or them taking a gamble in this sort of purchase. And this time, it's not going to be that late lurk coming out from Lisa.
it's only 30 seconds.
It's going to be this. Actually, Bastana goes down. Wait!
What the
they walk
hell?
back in on the smoke. I thought MIBR had a plan in mind, but they've left it a little too late in the day. 22 seconds. They've got to face the music here. Do they go for the plant now? Looks like that's the case. It's on the cards. A tap? Nothing yet. Feeling nothing. Couple more seconds bought, and Lisa going further. I mean, you're taking high risks here. Melissa left with it all to do. A 1v4. Sheriff's on hand as Dodds does have the rifle. KRU given a chance then, it felt like.
Yeah, and really the closest round so far in this first half has been these low buy rounds coming up for MIBR. I mentioned it, the last anti-eco not liking it. It was very fast and straightforward. This time, MIBR take way too long to get any control. I mean, there was 30 seconds left by the time they came up that top B area, so it makes them feel like they've got to make a move, and they make their move through this Viper wall. Their line is cut off, and right then, KRU, they just eat it up. The work coming out here for Biazik with that Sheriff opening was everything for KRU.
Spot on. And again, the MasterCard Thrifty couldn't have come at a better time for them. Able to get a purchase back in hand and feel like they're facing humans, right? Rather than these immovable objects on the other side who just don't bleed. And now, though, a little bit of a reminder for MIBR. Maybe I'm just too fanatic-pilled. I'm used to 10-second executes at this point. I felt no fear. You can see maybe not quite the same sort of caliber on the execute and giving that chance for KRU to refight. Here, Dodds backing herself in the fight. Wants to keep control on Showers. Going to put her life behind it to start with. Dodds needs delivery and she gets it. Takes away Lisa. Now it's very simplistic in approach for MIBR. Very direct. Still coming in through short. Dodds gets to play around Shower. Really putting full faith. No one else is following this up. So they are surrounded here, MIBR.
And huge delays coming out here for KRU, not allowing MIBR to get that spike down. This crossfire from KRU is everything. Michaela and Dodds just waiting and biding their time. MIBR, they've got to tap and bait out some sort of utility.
Here's that late wrap back around Shower, though. Dodds is aware.
She's so patient, though.
Dodds needs to hold this. Just moving away. That's some Valorant timing if I've ever seen it. Now that could be devastating. SRN should have the drop, the turn. Oh, it's excellence from Dodds. Just turning back in time. I thought the clock was against her there as Sayori and Melissa were banking on that to alleviate some of that stress on the site. Not going to get it now. And they want to go deeper themselves. They want to find maybe some freedom, and Dodds on 4. Monch will take the 5th. It doesn't matter. You wanted the round. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for KRU. A little bit of hope to reignite the side.
Really stabilizing in that round, and you gotta appreciate the patience coming out here for Dodds. This kill right here on your screen, the first opening pick onto Lisa. I mean, we talked about Lisa going on those lurks, re-aggressing into Shower late in the round, so Dodds has had enough. Holding the Shower down the entire round and finding the openings. I mean, things could have really gone quickly and turned a 180. The Dodds timing in Shower was ridiculous, but thankfully for KRU, they're able to stabilize. And it's Michaela now trying to hold down the fort. MIBR, they've been defaulting and working this A all half long.
But I quite like the Dodds was happy to show towards B early on. get some pressure down long, takes the TP away on contact on shower. So trying to get mobile here. Now for MIBR, they get an opportunity to play a bit though. They can start trying to work the map a little bit. Viazik didn't stick around too long on this angle previous to now. Just shouldering it.
Lisa's got her Q orb here, top B, and you can see the rest of her teammates are regrouping by. They've got a low buy, so they want to get up close and personal to Monch's utility, try to really get into Biazik's face here and pop.
Yeah, and they're going to be pretty close by to do this. Here we go. Teo drone on the other side. Good, should be good info on that. Falls away on the pop as well. Straight towards site, SRN goes. Gets the space, gets exactly the amount of freedom to be able to escort that spike up now. That should be the plan, so it will be a 5-play retake coming in from KRU. And 2 players looking for the wrap on elbow. That looks like a bit of a mistake there. SRN could have been caught on that. Now trying to group together. Gonna pop the Yoru ult to clear sight, get the spots. And actually clear that Long is free. Expect the refight. And it was all too simplistic. All too red. KRU reading MIBR like a book.
That retake was so powerful. That extra oomph coming out with the Yoru ultimate, just making it so simple for KRU. The power in numbers, regrouping, and their retake protocols coming out strong, because that was a fantastic call coming out for Sayuri and MIBR side of things. I really like how they visited every portion of this map, ending and regrouping towards this bottom B. It should have looked great for them. I mean, they definitely got the pounce, put themselves in that post-plant scenario. But KRU, I mean, the tides are turning. Their retakes are coming through for themselves, and their sight holds are actually holding.
Yeah, I feel like Dodds has absolutely activated being ever present on the map. Happy to work both sides. But again, also just reading into that almost over-aggression from MIBR. They're wanting to take space in the post-plants. They want to be forward-facing, and I like that. But it has now become readable. It's starting to kind of fall into play. 3 rounds was enough for the timeout. MIBR don't want any more of that business. So they have to adjust here. Still should be able to get a nice purchase in play. 1 away from SRN's ult as well. Could be achievable in this round. Like to see them maybe play around that. On the other side, still have Biazik's ready to go. Monch and Konir, both relatively close by. So for MIBR, not out of the woods just yet. This has been a very quick stop from KRU, and I want to give credit to that. That was a very oppressing start, very hard to deal with MIBR when they're so hyper-aggressive, but they've managed it for now. Let's see how this now shakes down. As I said, see where the starting positions are, what we have to go off at the very beginning here.
We haven't seen KRU actually re-aggress and refight in the shower. They've definitely found some opening picks in these last couple of rounds. Right now, I'm seeing Dodds starting the round towards top B. We've got 2 players staring at that shower. So if MIBR re-aggress into there, definitely expect a refight. MIBR starting towards this bottom B, definitely going to make KRU's job a little bit more difficult to refight there. And you can see the response. Dodds, she's going to take her timing to scrim through this hookah.
Yeah, seeing Dodds getting active down here, I quite like that. Bit of a coin flip on timing, but does fall away. That's fine. Very deep hold, maybe expecting that shower push to actually be in play. So kind of defaulting out the rest of the map here, this 3-1-1. Teo drone should spot that there is a player towards short as well on A. So decent information. Yeah, Lisa does indeed get noted. Monch wanted to maybe catch that back pedal. TP comes in.
It's a really early TP. 3 defenders of KRU still here, and this ultimate on Biazik's back pocket is going to be everything.
Oh, and it looks like SRM wants to go forward. That's desperation. Could have cancelled on that. Didn't need to fight forward in, and Michaela perfectly placed to place spoiler to this. KRU really getting into the rhythm now. It's all down to Lisa. And giving away position on the site. Yeah, KRU are equipped, Christine. They've got the plan in mind.
Definitely a little bit overzealous from MIBR. They had the map control. They could have taken their time towards that top B, but taking that TP so early on when their teammates weren't ready to actually slam onto A, I mean, it just keeps the defenders all towards this area. They needed to do a better job to poke and prod towards that top B, pull one of the defenders of A over towards them. Because right now, KRU, the momentum is definitely shifting and they're landing their shots. Michaela is an anchor right now at this A site.
Oh, she's been excellent. And you're starting to see some life in KRU. It's been quite quiet on that side of the stage. I don't blame them. It's been a hard game. It's starting to see them get a little bit more fired up here. Very direct, simplistic an approach it looks like for MIBR. Straight towards Hookah. But again, look at the exchange of space. Dodds deep line towards B-Long. Gonna make it very hard on the crossfire once Konir gets that call, but does she get to live? Dodds goes down, and now there's problems. Of course this is around the MIBR suddenly reignite that flame. Plant now in recovered weaponry. That's a problem.
Huge problem. Biazik, she's got to find this pick onto Bastarda if she wants to give her team an opening. They don't have any utility.
How are you meant to do this one? Prowler goes in towards side. Bastarda waiting. Catches Biazik too. Obvious. Michaela has been the difference maker. And she might be again. Sayori needs to get involved in this. It was heard. Monch turns on a dime. And Bastarda is so far away. Ball's gonna drop and Monch is there. Excellent again from KRU. Dangerous to deal with. MIBR were on a light bye, but still KRU coming out on top.
And that's 2 rounds in a row now for MIBR where they were in the driver's seat. They were the ones making the moves, and definitely the team to lose the rounds. Great on KRU to be able to eat that up and fill those gaps, but you gotta feel for MIBR. Definitely in this last one in the post, everything they needed. But again, Michaela just stepping up so huge. I mean, the kills that she's getting in these mid-rounds, it not only is getting her one step closer to her ultimate consistently in these retakes, but she's just controlling the pace.
It is so impressive to see. Bastarda does have ult though. Nothing to directly couple it with, but they can now scale in. Trying to, oh, okay, yeah, it does get the spot. A little bit worried they might have not seen that, but Biazik's got to be careful. And Bastarda committing.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's brave, and well, it's not. It's a bit of a coin flip. It's left them with only 2. Bastarda again going deeper here.
She's got 2 flashes.
Pop flash the first. They get to walk back to safety. Buys time for the plant. Prowler in. TP out. This is nice. But this is surely the checkmate. Dodds is going to hear this. Should be able to speed it up. Bastarda quick on her heels though. Finds safety towards long. They could still do finding where Lisa is, but it could be a very clean guess from them. Let's see where they decide to go to. Dodds has already cleared through this. They need to now speed up through CT. Bastarda trying to shoulder this corner. Gets cleared. Lisa, 1v3. Now down to 2. Backpedals for the second. Oh, that's not bad, but does it actually stall them out? I don't think it does. Didn't quite get towards the site. Gets down half. 1v1. Lisa has to go clutch here. This could be everything. Michaela on the other side. It's perfect from Lisa. Cool, calm, collected. It's a Red Bull clutch.
What a clutch. The jiggles, the dancing moves coming out for Lisa. Just playing with her food and playing the time to perfection. I mean, these last 2 rounds, we talked about how close it was for MIBR to convert. So thankfully for them, they're able to actually get this one off the back of Lisa. Just beautiful moves. She was able to... What happened to her Molly that round?
I don't know. I really don't know. But man, they needed that. They needed that breath of fresh air, but it's pacey off the rip. Do they disrespect it? They do. SRN set into motion by the Prowler, but a quick trade actually. Not bad as a reaction. Michaela gonna find some security towards Shower. Didn't catch too much on that Nightfall, but still should be highly indicative. They're still coming this way.
Was a huge pick for SRN though, getting that Viper's Pit off the map, and this is gonna allow Lisa to insert herself towards U-Haul. You can see MIBR, they just wanna leave her there, regroup towards the shower.
This is so scary.
Michaela's playing this round well though, jiggling it well, reacting. And she's got her teammate right behind her in shower. They're gonna be able to get a high-low crossfire together.
Yeah. Michaela playing it just right. It felt so scary. Melissa wants to try and clear this with security. That's going to highlight the one on the site. Doesn't quite find the one up towards heaven, so Dodds still has the corner, still has the line.
There's
Melissa
that
goes
high-low
down,
crossfire.
Bang on, it's rewarded. Viper's Pit on the site. MIBR are really trying to get this one on their side. Michaela living amongst this though. Horn back in play.
Oh no!
Oh my god, it's getting awkward. How is Michaela alive? I do not understand. Pop flash in. Michaela gets the kill out of everyone. How is it her? And Dodd's going to spot them on the side. It's a brawl. Michaela can't be moved. Oh! Unthinkable scenes from Michaela.
She is unstoppable right now, just dancing around and moving. I don't know what her HP was by the time she took out Lisa, but that was in the middle of a Viper's Pit. Just juggling around with her weapons, and this entry from SRN, I mean, that's really what allowed MIBR to dance around and create that chaos, but they can't stop Michaela.
Nope.
She's just everywhere.
That is a wild round to turn. And now the money are looking a little shaky for MIBR. Down on just pistols.
Bring them down.
Starting to see the best of Michaela here. We saw glimpses of it, didn't we? Couple of rounds. She's been doing well.
Oh, this timing.
Lisa.
Launch hasn't seen Lisa this close.
Oh, this could be a nice little checkmate. Dodd's playing up close too. That's dangerous. Dodd's feeling brave, but maybe a little too much so. Did you forget how good MIBR can be? Risky play, not rewarded.
Lisa just completely taking care of that risk. Just a sheriff in her hands and being willing to just take that control. KRU punished for it. And they definitely have the money to be able to see if they can get away with a pick. Potentially get Biazik a little bit closer to her ult orb, but they've got to get a pick if they want a chance in this retake.
Don't see it happening. They've got stall, they've got time to be purchased. SRN. Gonna be a warning signal. Kinnear does well to find one, but I feel like the time's kind of going here. Kinnear gonna know that as well. Might force the hand and show one, but yeah, Kinnear gonna have to slip away from this. Not getting the play they wanted. Gonna make it costly on the way out, but still, I feel that's a bit overzealous there. It will be a MasterCard Thrifty turned, and KRU opening the gates for that almost.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Lisa. I mean, the 2 kills that she opens up with, especially with this kill from Dodds, I mean, that was such a heroic play. But yeah, there it is. Monch just freely walking into her crosshair. And you've got to keep the long lines. You've got to be able to maintain the perimeter. It's so dangerous on these anti-ecos, and another MasterCard Thrifty to just turn the tides completely.
And you look at the scoreline, it feels so different. In context, it's not so bad, but
they want to go fast.
6-6.
They've already dropped the stimmy. Showstopper in the back of SRN's hands.
They're going, and is anyone going to live? Biazik certainly isn't. Deleted in a second. And now the warning signal should be playing. Lisa gonna catch Monch, trying to drift up, maybe consider the TP, but it's Dodds trying to dance on the angle. Forced to commit towards the side. It is hard to find safety. Great from Kinnear to still get 2.
But the raid
who's
boss.
last alive. Michaela indeed, the raid boss remaining. It's a long road she has to walk though.
Still thinking.
Man.
Look at the mind games for this last round as well. Lisa walking, Michaela walking, both looking for each other, hot on their heels. But yeah, Michaela, this is going to be so tough. I mean, there's no way MIBR give her an opening back into this one.
Right?
Surely.
Right? Step should be heard now. Good seize.
Oh!
That was a gut punch. Okay. And that's where KRU will be kicking themselves. That could have been a cleaner half. It could have been a lead, potentially. But of course, it'll be tied back up at 6 apiece. MIBR coming alive at the end of this first half here. And KRU with a stark reminder, there is never full safety. Finding some form, we have to find out in a second how they close this out.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Don't have any favorite, just give me any kind. Even if it hurts a bit, I think I will be fine. 24/7, all I do is procrastinate, procrastinate. My lesson, 24/7, all I do is procrastinate, procrastinate. Perfection. Perfection. 1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need.
Okay, jumping back in. It would be an absolute error if we didn't start with Michaela in the Coinbase Econ report. Final boss for a reason, 13-8 overall on the board. But you've got to say, there was a couple of moments where you saw that attention span, not just from her, obviously, but the rest slip for a second and open up a chance for MIBR to close the scoreline back up, Christine. 6 apiece, it's a very close game now. It could be anyone's on this second half.
Yeah, you mentioned it. I mean, it was really, really off the back of Michaela, because you notice on these round wins, it was MIBR that won the bonus as well, controlling the entire momentum of that first half. But Michaela with her heroics coming up huge on the defense. Now that they're on the attack, I'm fully expecting the other members of KRU to get activated and get themselves involved in a lot of these duels as well. I'm looking straight over towards Monch. This player was fantastic on the defense. Finding those lurks was Lisa. So on this attack side for KRU, it's got to be Monch doing the same work.
Tense stuff here. Elimination game. That lower final just out of reach so far. I'm going to try and claw onto that. A little info to start with. And it is a 4-1, hence why that investment of that horn. Gonna need some reaction off the back. KRU, pause for a second. And look at this walkout. MIBR see nothing, feel nothing. This has to be relayed to the 2 players on site, Melissa being one of them. Now supported a bit further, as Bastarda is here. And waiting on the pop, but look who's coming. There is a 3-play hit squad on the flank, and it's fast. Monch gonna find Bastarda though, that should open the floodgates.
But the flank, you mentioned it, hot on the heels. Monch right now, she's not looking in the right spot, but right as I say that, she turns, but it doesn't matter. Lisa able to find an equalizer.
Oh. KRU quick with that double stack on the site though, and it's Dodds delivering death back to back. Melissa and SRN, how many flanks on flanks are there gonna be? MIBR, what the hell? SRN, oh, it's monstrous from MIBR. I thought again KRU had an upper hand, but she is something else.
And MIBR taking a page out of their Pearl playbook and bringing it over to the defense of this bind as well. We saw it in that first map with the quick push on the defense. Their plan was always going to be to give up the site and play that retake. And even though Monch is able to find that opening kill onto Bastarda, making this B defense weak as hell, MIBR, SRN with just the heroics. I mean, this Sheriff, she doesn't even take a lick of damage, Lauren. Nope.
That's scary stuff for KRU, because you feel like they might have started to think, okay, we're doing okay here. We got that first on the site. Cool, plants up next, you're starting to feel it. That second the attention drops for a moment, punish. It's going back in, 2 Sheriffs coming out to play, one with Dodds, one with Monch on the other side. It's a pretty decent purchase. SRN straight on that Vandal. Oh, it's clean stuff. Picking up where she left off in just that prior round. MIBR gonna lose track of one. Monch, no idea someone else was gonna be there, but they have no freedom to be found. What on earth? MIBR. Scary, scary team here.
Absolutely terrifying. I mean, the fact that Bastarda is pushed up at short A with an outlaw without a care in the world. This is just both duelists for MIBR, free-flowing and farming these eco kills. You love to see it. Definitely a dangerous moment for SRN there for a moment, but this player has been being slippery as hell, not taking any damage. And look, again, on the bonus, an ultimate online for one of these duelists on MIBR's side.
It's such a key piece to have, isn't it? It just gives you that way in. Might skip you one of those weapons, maybe even 2. Melissa, gonna be the first point of contact, but I love that they backfill it with the Vandals, right? You may think you've got a bit of security. Here we go. TP out, good restraint from SRN. She has elevated here. You saw the best from Bastarda early in the first round. We've seen Sayuri being the absolute headhunter in map 1. You can't forget about SRN. That is now a 5v3 in the bonus. And for KRU, tough scenario.
And Dodds feeling some type of way about taking down the raid boss there. Tried to bait out that ultimate, but gets punished, and now it's just 3 of them. They are able to creep towards short A, but Lisa, she got caught off on that low buy earlier. She's making sure she holds those long lines, and Sayuri's right there with her.
Oh man, the push and pull, it's just perfect. MIBR looking locked here, Christine. It's a flawless round and so well done. Again, something I think we don't get to touch on often in this timeout is kind of the ultimate usage and kind of how they play around this. We haven't seen it throughout with some of these teams, but with MIBR, it's very much there. Great priority work, getting that building. Obviously, SRN having a great start as well, but they make plans around it, they build around it, and when it comes to these bonuses, it just becomes that checkmate, right? We saw it in third round with Bastarda. Now we've seen that plan around SRN. I can't remember who it was who took contact, maybe Melissa with that Sheriff initially, almost lulling them in. And there it was, SRN happy to pounce on that chance. So for KRU, I'm a bit worried here. They were able to fight back on that first half, but the way SRN has now picked up the pace, what are you meant to do?
It's a tough place. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place for sure if you're KRU. You can see Coach Bebe trying to plan and problem solve with their players and figure this one out. It's been about slowing things down and absorbing these kind of openings. I mean, you mentioned it already, Lauren, that trap at top B with SRN being so committed off the utility of Melissa. Give each other a little bit of space, let Dodds go forward and bait out this utility. I mean, this one's a low buy coming into round 16, so I think for KRU, we want to see another one of those risk-taking rounds. The last time on a low buy like this, they were able to get up close and personal into Lisa's face and find those picks. So with 5 sheriffs across the board, you can definitely expect KRU to be a little bit more loosey-goosey. And for MIBR, they have not backed away from any of these duels.
Double down, triple down even. Molly into the smoke. Gonna make it hard to scale up. Sayuri trying to stall out the pressure. Should get now a good amount of information. You felt a bit of presence towards Long, a little bit towards Hookah. Sayuri, come on. And I'm surprised Bastarda's stuck on this angle, but you talk about confidence. When you have that sort of aim, why not? Line him up, knock him down. Bastarda, tired of SRN having all that spotlight, takes it back for herself.
They're just taking turns. I mean, both these duelists right now top fragging on the leaderboard. And MIBR are looking dangerous right now. That was a low buy.
Yep.
So at least if you're KRU, you can give yourselves a little bit of cope. It's all good.
That's all right.
Shake that one off.
Worry.
But yeah, for KRU, they gotta dig deep. They only have a couple more healthy buys, this being one of the last one of them. They don't have any ults to work with. And you can see they're pretty spread out here. And Konier has been such a pivotal part for the side of KRU, but being on that Astra, there's only so much you can do on rounds like this. She's got to hope and pray that MIBR make a mistake and just kind of walk into her crosshair.
The starter here on the corner. Speaking of mistakes, that is one of them. Oh, what a follow-up from Dodds. The first was gifted, the second, hard worked for. So that's site open. I mean,
Spike is still pretty far away though. This should allow MIBR to potentially make some sort of play, but this is the first time we're seeing KRU with a little breathing room. I mean, they should feel confidently. Those tail missiles should buy them enough time to get this spike down, but MIBR, you better believe they're not going to back away from this fight.
Of course not. No matter the odds. Dodds it. Oh my God, Dodge, you gotta go above and beyond for the side now. Oh, cheers! It's 4. It needed heroics, and they put on their cape. 7 back for KRU. But geez, did they have to work for that one.
And it's just a matter of questioning whether that's going to be repeatable. Can they do it again? Is MIBR going to make a mistake? Because you see this pick here with Bastarda not even considering the hookah timing. That was just a gamble, right? I mean, KRU, they just walk contacted into hookah with 0 utility. They get rewarded for it. MIBR, this time they say, you know what? We're just going to triple push hookah then.
Oh my God, yeah. Double, triple, down, take the fight, get in their face. KRU, are you ready? Pop with the ult, it's an evacuation for one. It's safety found, but body blocked. Dodds can't go forward. Dealt with. MIBR, unrelenting aggression. It's unreal. I've never seen anything like it. Michaela and Monj, what the hell do you do now?
They got the sight, the spike is there, but they are surrounded, Lauren. Look at the way Lisa is playing, just checkmating the back lines. MIBR are playing with their food. KRU can't even get the spike down.
Oh, it's so disruptive the way they're playing. Controlling tempo, being nuisances. Oh, it's all too easy. MIBR. I mean, they are different. They are absolutely different right now. And do you know what? I love that they're being so disruptive in a round like that.
Yes, I'm absolutely sending a message. The minute they left a gap open, the second they thought their hookah was a little bit weak, they just said, you know what, let's go reinforce this, not let any shenanigans happen. And you can see that MIBR, from the first map to this second on Bind, they've been planning and game planning from start to finish, whether it was their whole idea is to retake a site, whether it's to all in, ride or die, fight with each other and defend it. All their pieces are moving together, and they're definitely crossing their T's and dotting their I's, Lauren.
Don't you look at me like that. All right, I've been scared of saying that sentence. And bigger picture now, if you're Shopify Rebellion, you're watching this game, MIBR would strike fear into my heart too, seeing what they've done in these last couple of rounds. They are a threat through and through. Now we look at the ults they have here. The starter has ult ready to go. Sayuri as well. Pretty close by for Lisa. On the other side, they do have Michaela's. They've also got moves. Damn. Hey. Christine, can you move like that?
I wish I could move like that. I'd be dancing all the time.
That's true, that's true. We do have an operator as well for best starter. Okay, so KRU, if MIBR gets to 12, I don't see a way forward. I'm going to be honest, because one of these players will give you a round. One of them will pop off. Can you keep the Wolves away from the door? This is where it has to happen.
And if you're KRU, you have to slow it down this round. Look at the ultimate online for Sayuri. You already saw Melissa, the Brimstone, rather the Fade and the Brimstone on the side of MIBR playing groups. They're buddied up right now. They want to be able to combo and stuff anything that KRU have planned. And right now, it's Biazik right now trying to gain the shower control. In the rounds passes, Ben Conir in the back. This tells me they want to use this tail utility to push back this shower. You can see KRU, they're regrouping. Their game plan is always to get this A control, but Melissa is just a rock taking down Biazik, and this is going to make this round so much harder for KRU.
Lisa might be the start and end of this, but Dodds just face-checking. KRU find tempo out of nowhere. And actually, Michaela gets to live through that ult as well, which is more surprising than anything. But the spike's not going A. The spike's going towards B still. And maybe off the space gathered, but the starter's here. Operator ready. Ult lined up. Doesn't panic, holds her nerve, spots the flood. Monch trying to slip ahead, could be good for it. Took a second, but best starter on a new line. Oh! All right, KRU, you're still in it yet.
We have to see that replay from God's POV. That was a beautiful shot on a jumping Yoru. Yoru on Yoru violence here. And really, it started with this pick from Melissa. You thought that MIBR definitely did enough, but these two responses from Dodds and Michaela at short A, a little bit sloppy for MIBR side of things. That was just scrimming through the smoke. But KRU, they make it work, and Monch is able to be that checkmate with the lurk, and she just started that round with only a Sheriff. So it's definitely a broken buy for KRU.
This is nice from Monch, though. This is really nice. Did get dissuaded by the satchel coming through, but they're still fighting down on this. Good trades for KRU, keeping 4 alive. They burnt the ult in the previous round from MIBR. They don't have them to hand now. This is getting tougher. Again, slow that tempo, slow the roll. Oh, the pain shell is good. The C's. How did they live through that, Michaela? Lucky to stay living. The plant's now in.
Just plot armor on the back of Michaela. She's able to reset as well. And look at Biazik, already ready to secure this round with those missiles. Able to TP away. They can't even get half right now. Missiles ready to go for Tejo next.
There it is, layers on layers. C's came in first, a little bit of disruption. There's the missiles coming on top. They will need to put some bodies behind it after this salvo. Lisa gonna tank towards half though. They still have numbers, and they still have SRN. Dodds coming in though, breaking down the door. KRU are not out of this. They are alive, they are breathing, and they are bringing that scoreline back.
A nice little 1-2 punch from KRU to be able to secure this round in the post. And that was right in the nick of time. I gotta say though, MIBR, that's the third time now that after they get pushed on one area, they go and re-aggress right after. This time KRU completely ready for it. And although that was a really good satchel from SRN to disrupt, I mean, it was Monch to just respond and react there. Lisa now, with this Viper's Pit ready, gonna go on and proc it down towards this short A. That's a lot of utility to push Monch back.
Lisa staying on this. I'm surprised Lisa is still alive.
She's all alone.
Hell, that was a salvo worth of gear thrown at her. How is she on this?
I think she just took on 4 pieces of utility and is able to hold down the fort all by her lonesome. She definitely makes Bastarda rotate towards her to help out. And MIBR feeling really good in this round. Melissa's got the long line of sight down long B. Sayuri's got full hookah control. So MIBR have all the information right now that KRU are all towards this A site.
55 seconds. Bastarda keeping a watchful eye towards the site. Still that Viper's Pit to consider, right? And fight forward. MIBR hold this down, Michaela. Gonna be forced off this. And the spike surely reconsidering, but the judge is a problem. It's always a problem here. Sayuri goes further, tries to find some more info. Will die for this too. It's getting messy now. 25 seconds. KRU, where do we go? Where are the options?
That Molly Sayuri dropped that hookah right before she went down, though, bought Melissa a little bit more time. That's going to allow Bastarda to rotate over.
Oh.
15 seconds, Lauren.
Time! They gotta go! 10 seconds, pop flash. Bastarda wants to stay on this one. Buy more time! 5 seconds! They gotta go forward! I think they're in time! Oh my god, Michaela! The final boss, but down to a 1v1! SRN does it all! The fuse up next is MIBR making it to 12.
I can't believe they actually got the spike down, giving themselves a way back in potentially. But you gotta say, this opening pick for Bastarda, it was too easy, too free.
Yeah.
And again, that Molly, you see it there on your screen, just completely delaying them to speed things up. I mean, I think if Sayuri wasn't able to drop that Molly, potentially KRU are able to set up in a better post, but SRN too quick to the trigger.
Yeah, and took their time on the defuse there, just having that conversation through it, taking a moment or two to let this simmer, let this settle. This is tense now. 9 to 12. By shaky, Christine. I'm seeing Bulldogs, light shield. A couple of ults really nearby, though. They could fight for these. This could be key here, but on the other side, showstopper for SRN. You got the Nightfall with Melissa, operator in hand. This is starting to feel like an insurmountable amount of odds.
And Melissa has been doing such a damn good job towards this long B, always getting the information, wasting so much time and utility. She's also got the ultimate in her back pocket. The stopping power is so strong, she feels really good. Bastarda now arriving in time to join the fight. This op.
Oh my god. Needs to be cleared, needs to be checked. Bastarda forced away. Pressure, dodge, falls. MIBR, I don't know what the plan there was from KRU. It feels isolated, but BSX still gonna get one. It's getting messy now. It's just trying to force forward towards site, and SRN pops the showstopper, gets it, but the fight back from KRU, it's all over the place. Melissa and SRN still alive. BSX against Melissa. The last two. No! MIBR! Knowing nothing of fear, pushing up to 13, devastating KRU, and staying alive.